How's it going, everybody? This is Pristine Paper back again for another video. And today I'm doing a video centered around the celebration of sports championships and a specific aspect of that, which is cigars and cigar smoking. And a few of the players and coaches that I'm going to be talking about are displayed in front of you right here. So before we get into that, I just want to show you the cards. So firstly, from left to right, we're going to look at this one here. And by the way, I'm using a different camera angle today, so let me know if you guys think this looks a little bit better. But this is from Stadium Club Chrome 2022. This is the blue refractor of Babe Ruth. So yeah, we're going to be talking about Babe Ruth in this video. Big cigar smoker, one of the, I guess, pioneers for doing it within the sports world. And this is a fun one of him playing a saxophone, and that's Lou Gehrig right there. Obviously kind of joking around, making a gesture that suggests that it's a terrible sound coming out of that instrument. But yeah, pretty cool one of Babe Ruth. Then we got this card here. Just going to slide it off because it's easier to grab. This is from 1984 Star, and it's in the Boston Celtics 83-84 Champions set. And it's of Red Auerbach, the coach. Not at this time anyway, but here he is with the championship, and you can see he's even got a cigar in his mouth. And he truly is another one of the pioneers of the association of cigars and sports. And it's a fun one. There's Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale looking kind of creepy there. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool card. And the last card here, as I slide it over, is another Stadium Club card from what year exactly? 1997, the year I was born. It's the team of the 90s, the Chicago Bulls card, and it's the world champions. And there's Dennis Rodman. I always get Dennis and Scotty confused. I know it's funny, but just their names sometimes I mix them up. But there's Dennis, Michael Jordan, obviously Scotty, and I think that's Ron Harper. So pretty cool. Yeah, MJ and Dennis Rodman are big cigar smokers. On the back, there's Tony Kukoc and Steve Kerr. And I know I'm going to look kind of stupid. I'm not exactly sure who that is, but yeah, let me know down below. But yeah, we're going to get into the case study. Ever wondered why some of the greatest athletes in sports history light up a cigar after winning it all? From Michael Jordan and LeBron James to Red Auerbach and Babe Ruth, cigars have been the ultimate flex of champions. But why? Is it just tradition, or is there something more behind the smoke? Let's break it down. So, what is a cigar? A cigar is a rolled bundle of dry and fermented tobacco leaves intended for smoking. Since the 20th century, all cigars consist of three main components: the filler, the binder, which holds the filler together, and the wrapper, which is typically made from the highest quality leaf available. Cigar tobacco is predominantly grown in Brazil, Central America, and the Caribbean islands. Interestingly, cigar smoking was first documented by the European explorers when they encountered the indigenous Taino people of Cuba in 1492. Although tobacco was widely used by the indigenous peoples of the Caribbean, it was entirely unfamiliar to Europeans at that time. How popular are they? Currently, the United States is the largest consumer of cigars, with sales significantly surpassing the second-ranking country. Cigar consumption in the U.S. increased from 6.2 billion in 2000 to a peak of 13.8 billion during the cigar boom in 2012. However, this number declined to 11.4 billion in 2015. In popular culture, starting in the 1980s, major U.S. print media began to portray cigars in a favorable light. Cigar use was often depicted as a profitable business or trendy pastime, rather than a serious health risk. Cigars are frequently associated with wealth, as they are generally considered luxury items. High-quality cigars are expensive, handcrafted products that are often associated with leisure activities typically enjoyed by wealthier individuals who have more free time. Historically, prominent businessmen and political figures have frequently smoked cigars, reinforcing the connection between cigar smoking and status, as well as power. As a result, cigars are more often given out and smoked to celebrate special occasions such as graduations, promotions, and other achievements that symbolize success. For example, the phrase "close but no cigar" originates from the practice of giving away cigars as prizes in fairground games. Now, sports and cigars. What is their relationship? Cigars are most often smoked during celebrations, social settings, or even enjoyed alone. The connection between cigars and sports is easy to understand, especially since both celebrate moments of triumph and camaraderie. The relationship dates back to the 19th and early 20th centuries, a time when leisure and celebration was closely linked. During this era, cigars were seen as symbols of success and relaxation. Iconic athletes of the time, such as Babe Ruth, were frequently photographed enjoying cigars, whether in victory or defeat. These cigars were not just indulgences, they reflected the athlete's hard-earned achievements and the moments of respite. Cigars have long been associated with the spirit of sportsmanship, which embodies fair and generous treatment of others during competition. After a hard-fought game or a victorious match, athletes and spectators would gather to share a celebratory cigar. Lighting up a cigar served as a gesture of camaraderie, honoring the effort and skill displayed on the field. It symbolizes a moment of unity, transcending differences in the name of mutual respect for the game and its players. Now, what athletes are associated with this cigar craze? Firstly, who I've already mentioned, we have Babe Ruth. He was rarely seen without a cigar, whether he was on the field with his Yankee teammates, attending a social event, or relaxing at home. He loved to light up and enjoy a good stogie. His iconic image, holding a bat in one hand and a cigar in the other, became synonymous with the golden age of baseball, solidifying the connection between cigars and the sport. Next up, we have Red Auerbach, a master strategist and passionate cigar smoker. He led the Boston Celtics through their most dominant era in basketball, winning 8 consecutive NBA championships from 1958 to 1966. He gained a reputation for his habit of lighting up a victory cigar once the Celtics had the game well in hand, often before the final buzzer. At that time, several coaches in the NBA smoked cigarettes on the bench, but the league's commissioner was not amused by Auerbach's antics. Auerbach said, "The commissioner said you can't smoke cigars on the bench." "But there were guys smoking cigarettes on the bench," I said. "What is this, an airplane? You can smoke cigarettes but no cigars? No way I wouldn't do it." As a result, it was common to see Auerbach with the cigar in hand, a symbol of his team's dominance. Next up, we have Dennis Rodman, an NBA Hall of Famer and a member of the Chicago Bulls Ring of Honor. He is known for his larger-than-life personality and exceptional rebounding skills. His love for cigars is well documented. In GQ's article, 10 Things Dennis Rodman Can't Live Without, he described cigars as essential to his well-being, stating, "It's like a lifesaver sometimes to me because it keeps me calm, humble, healthy, wealthy, and wise." Last year, Rodman collaborated with Dreamer Cigars to launch his limited edition Ring of Honor cigars. Finally, for you golf lovers out there, we have Miguel Angel Jimenez. The coolest man on the PGA Tour, Jimenez is known for having a club in one hand and a cigar in the other. Often seen enjoying a cigar during tournaments and even while practicing, Jimenez embodies a relaxed and laid-back demeanor on the golf course. He primarily smokes Cuban cigars, which are recognized as some of the finest commercially available cigars. So, why do athletes reach for a cigar after a big win? It's simple. There's 3 reasons. Number 1, celebration and camaraderie. A championship isn't just an individual win. It's a team victory. Sharing a cigar, that's a brotherhood moment. The second reason is status and symbol. Cigars equal luxury and champions. They are at the top of the food chain. Number 3 is the relaxation of the grind. The season's over. Hard work is done. Now it's time to sit back, relax, and soak it all in. At the end of the day, cigars and sports aren't just about the smoke. They're about the journey, the sweat, the struggle, the sacrifice, and when that final buzzer sounds and the trophy is yours, there's only one way to cap it off. You light up and to let the world know we made it. And as mentioned before, the close relationship between cigars and sports can largely be attributed to marketing efforts in the 20th century, with additional credit going to iconic figures like Babe Ruth and Red Auerbach, who helped establish a tradition of celebrating victories with cigars. So that's it, guys. What do you think? I hope you guys enjoyed. I know this question's kind of an obvious one to some, but I really wanted to break down the why of it. You know, obviously a lot of us know, like, oh, like they were smoking cigars because they're celebrating the championship. But why cigars? Like, what is it about cigar that they are so, drawn to during their celebration? So that's kind of why I wanted to delve more into that question. And it kind of hit me when I was watching the Super Bowl. celebration, I was watching, Jalen Hurts light up a cigar, and I was like, like, why is he smoking a cigar? Like, why? Like, I know because he's celebrating the Super Bowl victory, but like, why is he doing it? So I hope I answered that for everybody out there that's also curious. So without further ado, leave a like and subscribe and comment below if you have any feedback. And without further ado, I'm going to peace out here and say bye. See you later.